Okay, so we are watching 2 movies called Space Cop.
Kind of.
This one is called Upworld, or A Gnome Named Gnorm.
Or Space Cop.
Or Space Cop in another country, and I forget which one. I'm going to say France.
He's an LA cop. He's a gnome. Right, a gnome. He's hot on the trail of $1 million. He's after the
Blue Man!
Right, 2 guys with nothing in common.
Giant robots.
They've got to work together and get it together before everything blows apart. Upworld. To normal, it's not.
I'm from a more enlightened age. The space age. From the future. The future of space. Outer space.
Cop from the past, meet cop from the future.
Space Cop, who the hell was that? Or rather, what the hell was that?
An alien.
Space Cop, are you saying that aliens are real? Why didn't you tell me this?
You never asked. Let's roll.
I think we're going to get a little more serious about the drinking game aspect.
What? I didn't bring enough beers.
I've got plenty.
Time coming if the bells don't ring.
Currently staying in room 503.
You're a stinky boy.
The gnome handshake. I'm just gonna make out you want to take over?
I'll take over.
Probably take over.
So,
We haven't even gotten to the fucking mole man.
Oh my god.
The mole
There's a
man.
lot of interruptions.
at the playground, there's a mishap or something happens and a guy gets exploded.
They're trying to set him up.
Here's my drinking game idea is anytime there's a joke about the pronunciation, like if they say gnome.
Jeff wants us to be trashed.
We've got a new cast member. Okay. Stan
Winston.
Directed.
Anthony Michael Hall.
The hits just keep on coming.
Jerry Orbach. Yes.
I want my drinking rule to be play every time they go dunk, dunk,
He was in Babylon 5.
I knew it. It's not even loaded.
You know I don't like guns.
A lot of people are giving me flack about entrusting this case to the jerk who hasn't made detective yet.
It's all gonna go fine. And then after work tonight, I'll go out with the guys and eat donuts. Holy macaroni!
Oh God.
Zadar.
Yeah, Robert Zadar.
Wait till you see Mr. Zadar. Certainly, Mr. Zadar.
Hey,
Certainly. Believe me,
Wait, so his name is Robert Zadar, and they're talking to a guy whose character's name is Zadar?
Yes.
They just liked his name, but gave it to someone else.
Yes. So the dude with the weird chin, that's an actor named Robert Zadar. But he's not playing the character named Zadar.
Drink every time you see this little gnome guy.
Again.
I assume he's a mix.
He's basically...
I'm gonna get drunk.
It's Alf.
I love Alf. Let's just watch Alf.
I loved Alf when I was a kid.
I like Alf still.
Oh.
What was that?
Probably found the seesaw.
Every time you see a crystal, take a drink.
Crystals or a drink?
Okay.
Hey. Wait, I gotta count the money. You can't take the jewels till I count the money.
Fire.
Look at this whole body disappear with that explosion? You just blow to smithereens.
Oh no.
Listen, you're overreacting here, okay? Listen, I said I'd fix it. I'll nail Zadar. I'll get the money back. I promise.
Go home, Casey.
The gnome isn't just like an old, broken-ass Yoda.
Oh, he's just gonna drop. That's
a really good tree climber.
Yeah.
Crystals. Time to drink. It's a convertible though, so like.
Oh.
Oh, no, it's like an Ewok.
Who decided to shave?
Yeah.
Yub.
This is Caravan of Courage 3.
He put him in a little cage.
Despite all
Doesn't
my
look
rage,
like a little man though.
Still just a
gnome
gnome
in a cage.
He's pretty hairy. Oh my god, that's terrible.
Oh, wow.
This
is kind of cute.
That's pretty good effects.
Don't be scared. Okay, good. You're not scared. So, what were you doing in my car?
You find a creature that you've never
What are you doing in my car?
seen before, and you
What's
first
your
thing
social
is like,
security number?
He doesn't speak English.
whoever made this, Stan
Winston.
watched The Dark Crystal and was like, what if?
Oh.
Crystal.
Casey, we've been through this before.
There's something here I gotta show you. It's this thing. This little hairy thing.
You think he mails her Polaroids of his dick? Is that like where their relationship
Old
is?
school.
Look at him.
Oh, so that's
the meme.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's the meme.
What's the caption on that?
Does it have like psychic powers?
No! What was that? You spoke!
No eat lumen.
What is the deal with this thing? Talk or I'm gonna eat it.
No eat lumen.
You have a right to remain silent. I got a witness. He is now at my place.
I have a witness.
Clearly not human. Like,
Well, can humanoids testify in court?
What if Coco, the sign language gorilla, witnessed a murder? We need a movie about a sign language gorilla that's a witness.
Would it know?
It's called
Or a chimpanzee.
Top Hat Gorilla Testifies in Court. The film.
oh, well, that guy looks like a discount Andy Samberg.
Isn't
I'm
Andy
pretty sure-
Samberg the discount Andy Samberg?
Stole the words out of my mouth.
Rated PG.
PG for penises and gnomes.
Hold your horse. He's gone. Now come on out.
Give me lumen.
Look, you want it. You tell me what happened here last night.
Kaboom.
Kaboom, right, the explosion. So you did see it. Now, what did you see?
Kaboom.
He's in the bushes. The witness. He's in the bushes.
What are you talking about? Have you gone completely nuts?
All right, he's right behind you. Turn around. He's right
He's
behind
staring
you.
at
Turn
your
around.
butt.
Turn around. He's right behind
They
you.
actually had a character just like
Stand
this
still!
in the second
I don't know what the hell
Ewok
kind of
movie.
game you're trying to play here,
Oh
but
my
I'm much too
goodness.
tired for this. The hell kind of game you're trying to play here, but I'm much too tired for this.
Puka. Nice roundy.
Shut up.
Nice popos. Nice popos.
Well, you know, apes and other primates, they're attracted to the butt rather than the breast.
I did hear on NPR the other day about a chimpanzee that was raised as a human
And he
and
likes
also
titties.
knew sign language. No, she
Giant here. What are we
jacked
talking
off the
about?
play
6, 7, 8
girls.
feet. What is it?
Giant.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, that's him?
Male dongos.
And they got
She liked
her
gin and
point.
tonics and jerking it to playgirls.
What can I say?
I'm a giant.
Yeah.
Okay, if I'm a giant, what does that make you?
Good size.
Good size? A good size pain in my...
Oh.
What is this?
Crystals.
Lumen.
He's great sprouts.
He's giving him the old rusty trombone.
Oh yeah. I think he's into it.
He's getting away. Why? Because I'm chained to an elf. Not elf. You bite people, you probably have rabies. Think I'm gonna die for it? My people die. What people? The guy you just sunk your teeth into, was he the guy from the park? The guy who made the explosion, the kaboom?
No scream.
Not screaming.
No scream.
Oh, the guy in the park screamed. What about the guy who's just here, though? Could he be the one?
Who's on
We
first?
go.
We're not going anywhere until we get things straight, okay? Now, was this the guy who made the explosion, the kaboom?
Who?
Yes. Kaboom. Bang. Whammo.
Beach scene.
Oh, there we go. That's just what we
I like how
wanted.
Stan Winston was like, this is
called
going
a
nowhere.
stakeout.
Let's
For a
just
guy here.
just cut.
This guy's so well. Just put a hat on him. No one's gonna know.
Giant popos.
What a little
Take it easy,
pervert.
will you? You gotta concentrate here. By the way, that the disguise, not working.
Your idea.
His English has improved
I
a
was
lot
gonna
in a
say,
very
wow.
short time.
Just what are you?
Not tell.
Oh, not tell, huh?
You. Not tell.
Oh, me not tell. You mean like keep a secret?
Spit. Spit on word.
Excuse me, what? Oh, why are you again with the weird sound
Okay, I
effects?
spit. Now you spit it out. What's the deal with this rock?
Lumen. Make our world bright. Lumen see upworld sun grow bright again. Each 10 of your years.
You bring the lumen to the sun. You expose it to the
Their
sun
ears
and it
are different.
recharges itself?
Yes.
What are you?
Gnome.
A gnome.
Gnome?
All right, so you're a
ranks.
gnome. What's your name, gnome?
Gnorm.
Gnome.
4.
Right, I'm gonna stake out with a gnome named Norm.
Yep. Stake out.
First of all, if you were a gnome, you would know that the G
Damn it.
in gnome is silent. It's
That's the whole
gnome,
joke.
okay?
No, it's not.
No. I'm not falling for that routine again, okay?
Giant popos.
Look,
Hi, later,
what if they
Jeff.
frisk me?
Staying
right
in.
there behind you.
He just was a fucking baby.
Chung! Chung, is that you? Chung, I missed you in Vegas last week, baby. What happened to you? Listen, I ran into Ching. He said you were with Chang. I had no idea what to think. Reggie.
Well,
Reg!
Okay.
Now look, I don't think Zadar's gonna take too kindly to that, Reg.
That's so weird.
It's like naming a character Gromlin. That's not me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, that your kid?
Are you a fucking moron?
It's like this is a gnome.
It's obviously not my kid. Look at him.
I like kids.
Huh? Can we talk about this? Reg!
This is my life now. I just hang here.
I mean, you could get out of that pretty easily.
one pull-up.
Just take your jacket off.
Oh, yeah,
Right.
that
Yeah.
as well. Nice.
So where did he?
Oh, and then he got it.
Oh, it's meat
Oh,
bits.
meat juicy.
You know, it's like when you go to a winery and you have a spit bucket for wine. It's
Yeah.
like that, but for butchers. Are you gonna kiss?
Yeah, what's your address? Okay, thank you.
Listen, I owe you one, all right? I really appreciate this.
How you doing over there?
The touching of the face.
Right? And just like being up in his face, like so close.
You gonna act it out?
So you stay
for
put,
us?
I'll handle this one, all right?
Oh, there
Last
we
time.
go. This will be on the Patreon only. Without paywall.
LAPD, get out of your car. You got a LAPD, get out of here.
Look at this.
Like there's a bunch of people trailing him.
How did he not know this?
No, this is a good setup. I appreciate this.
What? This makes it feel like a cartoon.
Yeah, this is pretty cartoony.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
You'd think if he'd know anything about human culture,
Yeah, he
except we
lives
put
under
dead
the
people
ground.
in the
Yeah,
ground.
we put them in the ground. You would
should
think
be
that
very
they would
aware.
know that.
But he knows our calendar system.
Wow.
Help me! Quick, I took force. I think we can save him.
That's the dead guy.
Don't just stand there. Help me.
The makeup.
That was pretty good.
It just stays with that guy for the next like 30 minutes as he's like dealing with what just happened.
Scream! Again, louder.
Louder!
Norm, you said this was the guy in the park last night. Now what's going on?
I lied.
You what? Norm! Put him down, Norman. Shoot!
Wrong!
Who shot him? Did he shoot him?
Someone shot him.
His gun's not working.
It didn't seem like an exit. Somebody shot him from that far away with a 38 snub nose?
That does seem like.
Whoa.
Oh my
I had a
god,
feeling
that's
this was
he's
the
the bad
bad
guy.
guy.
Shouldn't we have our main character discover he's the bad guy and have it be a twist rather than just
Give it away with this.
gave it away to us?
They were just gonna give your feet away on camera.
Yeah.
Freefootpics.com.
Book him for murder.
What?
Thank you, sir.
So weird to be like, okay, this is my coworker, so happy he's being booked for murder.
We have a witness who swears he saw Casey aim his gun at Zadar just before he got killed.
I want to keep it around. Book it.
Your puka help?
What's a puka?
Puka. With popos. Puka Sam. Nice roundy.
She does have nice popos.
He doesn't know the word for boobies, but he knows hot
Like
titties.
Reno. It's Reno.
Pretty. Big eyes. Spit good.
Spit's good, huh?
Rena. Like Gnorm. Steel. Lumen.
Steel lumen.
Oops. Warriors take Lumen to Upworld. Gnorm, not warrior. Just tunneler.
Whoever takes the lumen to the Upworld becomes a big gnome hero, right? And you're just some grubby pissant tunneler, right? I'm sitting here handcuffed in a paddy wagon, about to be charged with first-degree murder, Norm, because you had to go doom an entire race for an elf chick named Rena?
Not elf. Gnome.
This is basic stuff, Norm.
This is basic stuff. This is so basic, Norm. You don't steal the lumen for your society.
It's a
People who are
movie
cops.
too.
Oh no!
Oh, you can do it everywhere.
Ew.
He's got tough skin. He's like Aquaman. Quality stuff. That wasn't the same shot twice.
Norm, what's up?
Oh, he's getting naked.
Oh, here we go. He's got butt cheeks.
I feel like,
Does he have a ball sack? Is there
yeah,
a ball
that
sack in there?
looks like a
Yeah, I think it was hanging. I think it was hanging.
All four of us said ball sack.
Yep.
That does it, boy. I'm switching you off.
Scream.
So would it be better if we didn't know he was the bad guy?
Yeah.
And then we just figured it out there?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been better.
You freak! That range, there should have at least been some traces of powder, right? So I'm having them checking the angle of entry right now.
Kaminsky!
Yes, sir!
Why would we try to shoot the thing?
Get the
That's a lot of dude butt for a PG movie. Right?
dogs! Get the dogs! Get the dogs!
Nah, dude butt's just funny.
Isn't it Solaris? George Clooney shows his
Yep.
whole butt, and they're
Yep.
like, R. It's like, it's just his butt. They had to like
I
fight
know.
to get PG-13. And here we go.
He's gonna
As
punch
long
his
as it's like a
dog in the
funny
butt.
butt.
Yeah.
Janet Jackson ruined it.
There's a difference
Janet
between
Jackson.
funny butt and,
And
sexy butt.
And that was a sexy
Yeah.
butt scene
I'm
with George
bringing
Clooney.
sexy butt.
He was like laying on the bed, and it was like,
If it's a
That was a
thrust,
sexy butt scene.
yeah.
if it's a thrusting butt, Oh,
it wasn't
that's
thrusting.
It was not thrusting.
That's R
It
right
wasn't
there.
thrusting.
It was not thrusting.
We did see Gnome's ball sack though.
I can tell you that he can positively identify Stan as the killer in the park, and that Stan also killed Zadar.
Stan?
Yes.
So we're gonna put the gnome on
Apparently,
the
you can see Will
stand.
Smith's ball sack in Wild Wild
Yeah.
West. If you
Wild
freeze
Wild
frame
West
it,
ball sack.
frame it.
Oh.
Get your
Look
ball
at the
sack
tunnel.
out of my mouth. Get your ball sack out of my mouth.
Derek, I've been looking all over for you.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, you see, I figured now that we're partners, maybe we should just try and make the best of things.
Oh man, I'm reading all sorts of things into this.
And he's like, oh yeah. Is she like rubbing his
I feel like she's rubbing him up.
Yeah.
Probably found the seesaw.
Like, let's break
You
up
like
the
lead
sexual
up to
tension.
touching the balls. You know?
Not start by the
You
balls.
don't.
Yeah,
How
don't
do you get
start
she's
with the
touching
balls.
balls and not dick?
It is pretty comfortable.
You know, I mean.
Here, stand up. I'm gonna act
I'm reading all sorts of things into this.
Are you grabbing my gnome or my Gnorm?
Gonads?
Again, he could tunnel through the seat right to his colon if he wanted. Like the way he was eating concrete.
Just pop out like an alien chest buster.
Thanks, Casey. More than I made in 25 years on the job.
Should this asshole like be paying someone else to do this?
Oh, you can shoot someone from 15 stories up, but you can't shoot a guy 5 yards away.
You're one to appreciate a little irony, Gallagher. This is your gun. In a few hours, I'll be in Mexico. Then I plan on a little drowning accident. The tragic end of Stan Walton. Goodbye, Gallagher.
I got enough.
This is so concerning being like a police procedural, like evidence and stuff, where it's like,
Well, he did barrel out.
did you get the recording of the evidence of the?
He's gonna bite his dick off.
Oh man, hello. Hi.
Bite his dick off.
Oh man, hello.
Oh no!
Norm got shot.
Yeah, he's got extra tough skin.
He does have tough skin, but he went flying when he
He
got
went
shot.
This is the second time we've watched somebody give CPR.
Very flat bullet.
Thick-skinned little runt.
Have you still not like arrested him or tied him up or something? Oh,
So just gonna bitch slap him.
it's like Indiana Jones.
You just can't wait to wrap those horny little gnome lips around Rena's. That's what it is, isn't it?
Gnorm warrior now.
Ew. She kissed his gross face.
Like, what kind of diseases does that guy have?
Oh, wow.
Enough.
Popos. You gonna
Popos,
squeeze?
give me them popos.
What
Up
if
and
he
hang
got
out
the
with
girl
them.
and not Anthony Michael Hall? That would have been such a better ending.
That would be way more realistic.
She's seen his ding dong.
Get lost.
He could do that through
asshole.
concrete. Like he could have easily eaten Jerry Orbach's spleen. Like,
Like Jordan,
it's
like,
Stan Winston.
on
He
the
made-
ground, about to shoot. When you see Hall in the head, be like,
Hey, slug lips. Something wrong with you? Make her toes curl.
Make her toes
Make
curl?
her toes curl.
That's what it's gonna end on? What?
I hate this.
What a rom-com, right? He's really evaluating. He's like looking. He's like, no, man.
get the fuck out. Oh, freeze frame.
There's the meme. There's
Oh,
the thumbs
man.
up the meme.
That's it. That's the meme.
Each of us has a buzzer. Each of you three. I've seen this before, so there's a plant that's in like every scene. Not every scene. There's a plant they reuse.
But it keeps reappearing in different places.
It's in like 15 different shots. So whoever points out the plant first, everybody else has to drink. If a joke goes on too long, this joke's going on too long, first one to do that, everybody else has to drink. Unless you're wrong, you have to drink 3. Drink every time they say space or cop.
Oh, so there's a lot of space.
I feel like we need a whiteboard.
Got that.
Oh, to mark every time.
Is everyone familiar with the Chuck Berry hidden bathroom camera fiasco?
No.
And they found that Chuck Berry had a hidden bathroom camera in his restaurant in Wentzville.
Boo, Chuck Berry.
And they found all of the hidden bathroom cameras. Boy, howdy.
Oh,
look at this.
Oh, wow.
The moon.
Space Cop.
This looks like if we were to make a movie.
Device. Any unit respond immediately.
Cars are flying, but there's like a Nissan over there.
I like this.
Yeah.
The plant. That's the plant. So everybody drink. But from now on, you guys, whoever calls it out.
That's the plant.
Space Cop!
Yeah, it's definitely.
They just said Space Cop twice.
Couldn't drink when we saw the gnome, but every time it says Space Cop.
I've worked so hard to become mayor of the moon. My grandfather was a lonely
Oh, this is
bartender
you.
somewhere.
Hold on, it's loading.
Low battery. Please recharge to continue.
She's got it.
You don't know what it's like in there!
He's still charging it? What the fuck?
You press the button, you know what you're getting into.
What's this guy's deal?
Yeah,
He said if his heart stopped beating, it would trigger a detonation, collapse the mine, and kill everyone inside it.
My guess is he's bluffing.
I feel like you should have let that linger for a while. And we're like waiting for it to explode. Maybe it won't explode. And then it does.
This cinematography is pretty alright, you know? Like,
yeah, you say it looks like a movie we made. No, this looks way better than a movie we would made. I've seen our take on Under Siege 2/Death Grip 2. So we ended up watching like 45 minutes of this thing, trying to figure out if it was porn.
It was a little porn-esque, but not enough.
There it is.
Oh,
This
wow.
is the password on his fridge, people.
Anyone can get that now, Oswald.
That never gets old.
Seen him on.
By get him, you mean.
talking from experience.
Space Cop, and frankly, every assignment you go out on results in multiple deaths and destruction.
Space Cop, anybody?
Space Cop, your police work.
Oh,
Space Cop, anybody? Look at the greebling in the background.
When
The
a
what?
door closes
Greebling?
on God,
What's a
I'm not
greebling?
remembering this.
The texturization,
Go through a
sci-fi
window of
texturization.
opportunity, fly through
Normally
it or
done
crawl
to like
through
the
it
outside of
shortly.
ships, but it's
The
done
plastic crap.
the plastic crap. Texturization.
There it is. Everybody drink.
Wait, do I
You
drink?
don't have to because you
Okay.
hit the button.
It's a win, maybe, though. Celebrate your win.
Do I sign out? Would
It's the
someone come
same
look
joke.
at what
It's
I'm
just,
seeing? 'Cause
once
it's
again,
creepy.
going on for too long.
It's
Could
still the same joke.
Now the joke is that the
this
joke
is
has
sad.
gone on so long.
Sad. Hey,
But
if
now
I
it's a
leave,
joke on a joke.
It's
I'm
a
gonna
joke
get up
about
from
a
the desk,
joke.
and then
Yeah.
maybe
You buy
we'll
that?
leave.
Sure.
Okay, I'm gonna get up back.
Then drink.
Okay, I'm
I
gonna
was
get
starting
up.
to
Here we go.
disassociate.
Then yes, then drink.
Same, honestly. I'm like,
The
Oh,
joke
gee,
is that
he's still
he's now
standing there.
aware of the joke.
He's
oh,
totally
it's happening
sta-
again.
Oh,
He's
God.
back.
Music's not bad.
I was calling that it was going to take forever for it to open.
No, you gotta drink 3.
Three?
Wrong.
Okay.
Millbar. I was gonna ask if it was Wisconsin.
Actually, make it 50,000 pesos.
He's holding
I
it
gotta
to
do
the
a
baby.
To a Cabbage Patch Kid.
One.
Alright. So it's been 8 years and he hasn't figured that out? But that doesn't work?
Trap 50 years in the goddamn past.
Oh, you
For
know
what?
what?
For what?
I thought the signal thing.
Nah,
I
you
thought
drink
was
3. You're laughing at a baby falling into a boiling pot of water.
I don't know why. We need an instant replay.
I should have. Oh, there's also a bar outside of Milwaukee where you can play chicken shit bingo.
Chief, I'm
This
right
cop
here.
yelled.
Is this about that hostage thing?
There's a photo of Reagan on the wall.
Space Cop, you
Space
were
Cop.
thin ice with this department.
Also, I believe
Ever
that's the
since
plant.
you came back from the future 7 years ago.
Wait, let me take a fucking look. Let me take a look. No, that's a different plant.
Wrong
That's a
plant?
different plant, you bastard.
A lot.
Drink more. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's eating your lunch, babe.
lunch.
Of course you got
No,
fried
not my chicken.
That's the plant.
That's not the plant. That's
Then maybe I misidentified the original plant.
That's the
That
same
is
plant
the same
from the
different
from
plant.
the
Space Cop, wait for
Space Cop. I think we might need to nix the Space Cop rule.
Oh, there, he did it again.
Yeah. No more Space Cop rule.
Drink to every weird
entrance.
Yeah. Oh no, catchphrase.
One-liner?
Forget the
Yeah,
one-liner.
bad one-liner.
Bad one-liner.
Did they find a cure for my pancreatic cancer?
No. Not
My
till
only regret is
2025.
that I have bonitis.
Ow! My pancreatic cancer!
The future. Now to see how my stock in Enron is doing. A black president?
Finally, my soul is free!
Where and when I am.
He's distracted. Let's go.
Poop.
I don't mind the cheesy effects. It's the
Lost him.
script.
Lost who? What in the hell is going on?
The future of space. And you just ruined my night.
See, he says everything like it's a one-liner.
A one-liner is a one-liner.
It's like, so when is it a one-liner?
So
one
it's
line.
the zinger.
Just ruined
It's like
my
When
night.
it's impactful.
So when it actually hits.
Cop from the past, meet cop from the future. I need a Tums. Over the past 7 years or so, there's been a lot of home invasions and retail thefts of gold.
Hot damn, there's our perp now, right on time.
Yeah, that's a pretty good gag.
Why, right here, this is another piece of amazing futuristic technology. And right now,
So the joke is that the man from the 50s who is unfrozen and he thinks he's in the 70s is actually in 2015, but is being told that there's 1980s equipment is state of the art.
Yeah.
That's the joke.
I'll just have a beer.
What kind of beer would you like? We have 58 of them on tap.
You have more than one kind of beer?
Yep.
Ooh, that's delicious. The game's not even on. Hey, what the fuck? That little boy in the fake beard just stole my watch.
All right. Let's see what some future technology can do.
Oh my God, the garbage cans!
There it is.
There we
Oh,
go. Yeah, I was gonna say this is. Oh my gosh. All that time and he could have just lifted up the fucking hood. Oh wow.
Impervious to bullets, just like Gnorm.
Whoa.
Why did you light that stick on
That photo of Reagan's back.
What do you mean?
Oh my God, that is back.
You can't smoke in a police station? You can't beat a suspect? You can't forcibly make love to a woman against her own will? Jeez, this country really has gone down the tubes in the last 60 years, Space Cop.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Excuse us, officers.
Yeah.
Coming through. It's an emergency.
He'll have to call you back, sir.
It's like Arlie Ermian.
7, hold on. That's not even my desk.
There's the plant again.
That's the plant.
That's the plant.
That's the plant.
But what I really love is spending all of my hard-earned rap dollars on solid gold shit, motherfucker. Solid gold-plated gold leaf jackets and gold pants. I got gold coming out of my asshole, yo. I love gold. And my view of the city from the 18th floor, room number 1805.
The album, which is out now, is called Leaving My Hotel Room Unlocked.
My whole family's probably dead by now, and my wife too.
How do you know? Did you look her up?
Oh God, no. If my wife is still alive, she's probably an elderly person. Ew. Do you mind if I ask how your wife died?
She was murdered.
You can't smoke here.
What? Where the hell can I smoke?
Well, fucking shit. Where the
Pluto
fuck
isn't even a
can I
planet
smoke?
anymore.
Drink every time they say
Let me introduce
space.
myself.
Would have been
My
trouble
name
at
is
this
Detective
point.
Ted. And your real name isn't Space Cop, is it?
My real name is Space Cop. All Space Cops are forced to legally change their name to Space Cop upon joining the Space Cop police force. Criminals.
Everybody finished their drink.
Keep them from killing our families.
An alien. An illegal alien. You know, from like Brazil.
I like a girl with a little bit of brain damage. It means that there's a slight chance she'll want to have sexual intercourse with me.
They're like $300.
The lady who like
I don't know.
There's the plant again. Plant 1.
it's in the champagne room.
Plant 1.
Oh, I got so much jizz on it.
I come from a small planet. I mean, a small town.
Aha! I thought I smelled something fishy, and it wasn't your lady clam.
Us humans,
clam lube.
our mission is too important.
Hold up the clam
Guess I'm
lube.
not getting my lab
Clam
dance.
lube.
It tastes good.
Does it smell like lady clam? I hope not. For her sake, I hope not. For this product's sake, I hope.
head.
Drinking that clam lube. Nom, nom.
Tasty.
We're gonna do a hot
You're just
cones.
gonna mouth all over the
We're gonna do a hot cones episode.
French kiss all the sauces.
You're stupid, you're lazy,
More vinegary.
you're arrogant.
Good flavor though.
You know what?
You got any other shit you want me to chug?
I need a Tums.
You can change the future if you want. And I'd start by quitting the booze.
It's gonna change the future.
Oh, that's an ugly child.
I'm gonna get him.
Maybe.
I'm gonna shoot his face, Tim Higgins.
I'm not supposed to talk to strangers.
Is it all you have to say, you piece of shit? Are you prepared
Look
to
at that
die
kid's
for what
face.
you've
Come
done?
on. That kid's got it coming.
What you will do, you filthy little cocksucker.
Yes, do it.
Hey, who the hell are you?
Oh, no wonder why he grows up to it.
Yeah.
Oh,
He causes it.
Why?
What's the
Causality lube?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
What?
It's gonna go on
too long.
This is an action sequence. This isn't a joke. This isn't
No,
a
this
joke.
is a joke.
This is definitely a joke. How is
I'll
that not a
drink to it
joke?
going
That's
on too
serious,
long,
isn't
but-
it, Jeff?
It's a scene. It's an important scene where he's hunting down the killer of his wife. He blows up a little kid. Look at that. Ah. There's the bike.
No, that's
the bike
not
went
it going
flying.
on too long.
Where's the bike?
I think this is it. I guess I should label these.
Well, a ghost of a tapeworm is better than a tapeworm tapeworm.
Yeah, that's true.
You're just eating the ghost of the food that you ate.
Aren't you also?
No, I'm eating the food. And he's eating the ghost of the
No, I
food.
fed you ghost shrimp.
No, you fed me shrimp, and it's eating like the ghost of the shrimp.
This says that you can either slam it in one shot with your tequila or you can chew it for out of the
Don't
fire.
chew it. Do not chew the scorpion.
Andy,
Do not do it.
find some scorpions in the yard. I'm gonna whip up some shots.
This is saying that you put it in tequila or whatever.
Meanwhile,
shot
in the
you're
exciting
choosing.
conclusion of Space Cop,
There's a 90% chance that this will work.
I don't like those odds.
Space Cop, where are you going?
I don't see any reason to fuck around with energy transfers when I could just go kill the bastard till he's dead.
as like crappy as this looks, it just makes me think of Doctor Who.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's not that bad looking.
Yes, it looks like Doctor Who.
It's pretty
Does look like
alright.
Doctor Who.
You've got a problem. You're gonna die.
You have a problem. You're gonna die.
You got the problem. You're gonna die.
Wow.
What are you donging?
I'm donging that vibe.
Oh, that's
the space cop. What the fuck?
You have the right to remain a brain in a jar.
Die, fatso! What? What is going on?
It's working! It's working! That screen says his power is almost at 100%. When that happens, that glowing ball is gonna blow the earth up or suck it into a vortex or something.
You should try to smoke here. And then get told that.
No, it sets off an explosion.
Yeah.
And it saves the day.
Yeah.
We may be able to gain access to his command codes.
Oh.
Huh. Well, that was so simple. Why
The
didn't I
set
think
looks
of that?
hilarious in the daylight.
Yeah.
We say to you, Space Cop, thank you!
Space Cop.
I hope you end up being my baby someday.
Thankless fucking job.
Oh, it's the kid.
It's the kid he tried to kill.
How'd he end up in a wheelchair?
Because he hit him with a train. Which is why
I'll be right there.
his wife was murdered.
Before you make the movie, it sounds like a terribly fun idea. Hey, I've got all these crazy ideas. Wouldn't it be fun if we made a movie? And then you start making the movie.
Yeah.
It is not fun to make a movie.
I have some housekeeping to do. Posted one of our videos on Reddit, and one of the comments said, quote, "These people should be euthanized for thinking this is funny."
Oh, that's cute.
I
That's
think,
not very nice.
write in the comments, how should we be euthanized? What method do you think?
I will just pack dirt into my mouth until I can't breathe anymore.
That's quite a...
And
that's pretty intense.
I don't think I'd want to go out like that. I'm thinking heroin overdose, man.
I feel like strangled.
Aldous Huxley's.
Then I plan on a little drowning accident.
The last video we posted, the Seagal film, The Perfect Weapon, that director commented on the YouTube video.
Are you
In fact,
serious?
he was the first person to make a comment on the video. It was under 100 views when he made that comment.
What did he?
So Titus Carr is a fan of me, I think. In reality, he has a Google alert for himself.
I mean,
but
what
he,
did he say?
he
Anything nice?
said, quote, "That was a fun and odd review thing."
Oh, that's
So
nice.
we did it. We made it. We made an odd review
you.
thing.
Jeff, you're in a big
We're
time
famous now. We're getting
Fun
there.
and odd.
that's two compliments in one.
Yeah.
That was a fun and
And
odd review thing.
Well, that's two compliments.
It's more than a review.
And a backhanded compliment.
It's also a thing.
in one review.
Meanwhile,
we have so much to talk about.
we
You know what? I'm
anyway.
gonna put
rolling.
some clam lube
Yeah.
in my skyhook.
Is that a good idea?
Maybe, maybe not.
Ooh, that's delicious.
Here
Yeah,
it is.
the meat juice.
There's a strip club scene.
I don't remember this.
Yeah, this was cut.
Yeah. This is like after the beach scene, right? So that was
On the silhouette of the lady on the door,
Oh, they didn't
but I
show the
don't
front
remember
either.
seeing the strip
What?
club at all.
A gnome named Norm. We watched a film
did.
called Upworld,
Gnome.
or a gnome named Norm, or Space Cop in France, I think.
Someone different than you're talking about. They wear a pink one.
Oh no, I know someone.
has to be right.
No, I know someone who worked at Mud Pie, and they had a really cool like Italian.
Anyway, I would like Jess. I would like you to explain the plot.
Okay.
I feel like you're the most capable to walk us through
boy.
this right now.
There is a gnome. He is having a hard time getting above ground. He's like traveling so long, and he has a little
Did
bag.
you travel a long time?
The whole intro was
Okay.
it, Jeff?
I don't know if I was paying
Get
attention
into
to that.
it.
I
Use
feel like
your
I
brain
would
to
have
recall.
started with Anthony Michael Hall
This is what
in my
we're podcasting.
explanation.
Okay.
But
Well, let's start with the gnome first.
The movie is
Gnome
named.
is climbing.
it's not named Detective. What's his name?
Detective Anthony Michael Hall. It's like the 80s, and there's
1990.
it's the
80s-ish.
90s, and there are cops in New York.
I thought it was L.A.
Oh no,
it's
it's LA. I'm doing a bad job.
It might be the West Coast.
And they're having this whole problem because they're trying
Crime.
to figure crime. And so our good old cop friend who isn't very good at being a cop.
Anthony
Michael Hall.
Because why is he bad at being a cop?
He doesn't like guns.
Doesn't like guns. He's a goofy, little weird.
Yeah.
Hasn't hit puberty a little bit.
But like so the actor Anthony Michael Hall has hit puberty because you look at him in like Breakfast Club, he's a dweeb. You gotta look at photos. It's dark.
Yeah, images. Let's bring some up on the screen.
Making me do work right now. Don't tell me what to do.
Cop guy is trying to figure out crime undercover and
at a playground.
The abandoned zoo.
In the middle of the night.
You want to do it?
In the middle of the night.
It's midnight. He's on the roundabout. What are those?
Oh God.
Struggling. You need to tap out. Bromling, you want to take over?
I'll take over.
Bromling, take over.
So.
We haven't even gotten to the fucking mole man.
Oh my God.
The mole man.
There's a lot of interruptions.
At the playground, there's a mishap or something happens and a guy gets exploded.
They're trying to set him up.
Things happen. A man explode. Okay.
Oh no.
His partners are like, wow, this guy's fucking it all up. The love triangle that wasn't really it was more like 3 points.
It's a triangle.
That is a triangle.
It's not a triad.
So this explosion happens.
Kaboom!
Yada yada.
A gnome shows up. He witnessed it all. The gnome is there.
So the gnome is there coincidentally
Yeah.
to charge up his crystals.
His lumen.
His lumen crystals.
In the middle of the night.
He's just gonna like wait until the sun rises?
I mean, yeah. If you're below, it's like, have you ever lived in a basement?
But you can feel. Okay, so you know how they tell you how to know when your building is on fire? The
fire alarms go off.
Okay, so shut the fuck up. So they say, shut your doors when you sleep. If you think there's a fire, feel the door, and if it's hot, we'll go.
Your house is on fire.
Your house is on
What
fire.
does that have to do with?
Well, if you're living underground,
You want him to do you so much you could do anything?
you know how they tell you how to know when you're and this dumb little fucking gnome motherfucker.
And so he is there coincidentally when this exchange is supposed to happen.
Yeah. Even though he knows,
so he gets,
even though he knows that the ground, he's like,
well, we gotta move past it because we're 2 minutes into the movie, so we gotta keep going.
We're talking for like 19 minutes.
So now the gnome,
he loses
loses his crystals. So he's looking for his crystals.
It's his own fault for showing up early.
And he stole them. We find out later.
Like, I've showed up early to a football game, and they were like, "No, we're not letting you in."
Anthony Michael Hall gets in trouble with his boss, and all the people make fun of him because he's a bad cop because he got knocked out.
And he's like, "I'll just walk
There's
home."
like pieces of a dead body all over the place. We kind of glossed over the fact that a man exploded.
He was blown to smithereens.
Yes.
To shreds, you say.
And how's his wife? Yes.
He skipped past all the supernatural semantic bullshit.
We can just set this up right now. Everyone in the film forever will skip over the fact that he's a gnome.
They just accept it.
And they're moving on.
Where'd
Police
you get that
station.
pickle?
That's okra, baby. So, yes. The fact that he's a gnome doesn't matter. You were a witness.
Not elf. The gnome.
He's like, "No, elves. No, I'm not an elf." And the fact that elves exist is never brought up again. Elves are
also the gnome at the very beginning when he's talking to him clearly doesn't speak English.
Yeah.
He's just like grunting at him. And by the end of the film, they're just having conversations, which is like 36 hours later.
Yeah.
I wish that would happen with me and the shoe guy earlier.
Oh, so anyways, the gnome gives him the scoop, but only what he freaking knows.
And then he sexually harasses several women.
Yeah,
Giant popos.
So this is kind of
gnomes.
Right, this feels like it's inventing the gnome with a few characteristics. So it's
hairy.
It's
they
hairy.
have gardening lore. They have gardening.
Did this have gardening lore?
They may or may not be good at gardening. But
May
also
or may not be good
facial hair. Male, female gnomes.
He didn't have a big beard though, like the classic
just,
garden
like,
gnome.
hairy.
So what else do we know about him? He is impervious to bullets and needles.
Yeah, he.
So very thick skin.
Yeah.
And then
Super
yes,
horny.
vampires are sexy. This is a like horny teenager. He's like,
Yeah.
roundies, oh, popos. It's like
Yeah, like vampires would like just seduce.
Make her toes curl.
He stole the Lumen.
He did steal it.
To get a girl.
To impress a girl.
Yeah,
We don't really have
There's
a
some
lot.
kind of
society.
class system because there's like warriors, and he lies and says he's a warrior, but then later admits he's just a digger. We've established. And then the gnomes can hypnotize people to sleep.
Yeah, gnomes
That's
have
their
one power.
That's the power. Okay, plot.
That
Let's
one
keep
thing.
going. Plot.
Oh yeah.
Where are we at?
I'm trying not to break it down too much.
So
Wrong! Anthony Michael Hall is dealing with him as if he's this important witness.
Apparently, this is just.
So then what do? They go.
Apparently, they've had a unicorn on a former case
Right,
and a
sure.
leprechaun on a former case.
He was a witness.
And a
decide to
werewolf
go
on a former
to-
case. So by this point, they're like, a gnome. Yeah, we've had a werewolf, a unicorn, a fucking vampire. We don't give a shit. Like a fucking gnome. Yeah, take your statement. Whatever.
Book him.
It's fucking Utica.
Book him. They end up at a butcher shop.
Wait, but Robert Zadar just falls into a
tub of meat juice.
A tub of meat juice.
And it's
and
gone.
that's all.
He's gone from the
And
movie.
that's that.
I think he died.
Why were they running from him?
He died? In a
Well,
tub of meat
he doesn't
juice?
come back. He gets dysentery. I don't know.
They use a hook to stab him. The little guy. He stabs him in the
did.
butthole
With
with
a
a
meat hook.
It must
Yeah.
get infected.
Was it the butthole or was it the ball sack?
Well, it
It might have
doesn't
been
really
the ball
matter.
sack.
Well,
We can speculate
if
on
it's
that,
ain't-
though, you know.
If it ain't the front. Long story
also-
short, infected crotch area.
Sepsis.
Plus meat
sepsis.
juice
We don't know
equals
about.
he's not in the movie anymore.
It's the
I need
biggest-
this witness. This is the witness. He's a gnome though.
We take him eventually to the
That you
freaking.
have a character named Zadar. And
We're-
you
we're
have
back to
Robert Zadar.
We've had 4 hours to absorb this information.
I just
We
can't
gotta move past it.
We've brought this up several times.
What is the target audience? Because it is straddling this weird line of like cartoony behavior and action, and yet it's like
It's
12 to
PG-13.
popos and
15-year-olds.
stabbing people in the taints. It's very concerned with the like witness, and we gotta get the evidence, and then we gotta record him so we can. That's like you're gonna lose little kids with that. 13 and a half.
13 and a
That's
half.
it. That is the
13 to
exact.
15.
They need a PG 13 and a half.
You're the little guy who was in the park, huh? Huh? What are you, freak? What did you see, huh? What's all this junk? What's all this junk? What's all this junk?
You have to be exactly 13 and a half to watch this movie.
They didn't do that.
We
though.
broke the rules.
Because they didn't care. It's like,
You can only watch it for a day.
did it mess you up?
Did it mess me up?
Yeah. You and me are the same age.
Wrong!
Did you watch RoboCop when you were a kid?
I saw Terminator 2 in the theater when I was 5.
Yeah. Did it mess you up?
Clearly, I am totally normal. Everything worked great. Overall, how do you rate the puppet? The gnome.
7 out of 10.
yeah.
7. He looked like
Passable.
Splinter when he lost his hair.
Yeah.
He kind of sounded
Yeah.
like him, too.
Yeah.
It sounded like.
And he was
yeah.
voiced by Robert Paulson.
Yeah.
His name is Robert
I
Paulson.
thought he was kind of cute. For like a monster.
His name is Robert Paulson.
It had fingernails.
So gnomes can put people to sleep, and they're horny. Would we have a big problem with date rapists?
Yes.
No.
Also, they
can put
move
them-
really fast.
They move fast.
They move
They can
fast.
put you to sleep. They move fast. They're impervious to needles.
And they're very
And bullets,
interested
apparently.
in
You can't
your
shoot 'em.
tops and
This is-
bottom assets.
Right.
It's true.
This is a date rapist. You can't shoot.
Make her toes curl.
So in this alternate universe where we discover these gnomes, date rapists, It's not even date rape.
Is it date
It's just
rape?
rapey.
Are you going
They're
out
very
on dates
rapey.
with gnomes?
Because think about it. He's just like a little bitch one who's trying to impress a girl. They're warrior
They're
gnomes.
warrior
What
ones,
are the
yeah.
warrior
And they
gnomes
don't
like?
just come up to the
We
upland.
don't see them though. They're afraid of going up.
He gets overstimulated.
He gets overstimulated. Too many noises. Can't deal with that.
Because I mean,
He's a little bitch boy.
So gnomes are humanoids. They're kind of like Neanderthals. They're like
Human relatives, but
because
should be extinct.
he
but
speaks
aren't.
English and he likes boobies. What other animals in the world like boobies?
Cats.
Whales?
humans.
If they're gonna make a sequel, what's the sequel?
Anthony Michael Hall goes underground
Oh.
to visit his buddy. The lumen was stolen by one of the warrior.
So now you're investigating the underground
Yeah.
gnome world.
Underworld.
Yeah.
It's called
That's a lot
Underworld.
more fucking puppetry.
Yeah, it is. Which
It's the sequel. We got the budget now after this big hit. So
Stan will have more work.
You're getting into Jim Henson territory there.
the military finds Gnorm. He's bulletproof.
In their
Scientists always come along and go, "Oh, this alien, we can make weapons." Make Upworld 2, 3, and 4. We make a trilogy right away. James Cameron's gonna direct. We do some time travel.
Can he just? What is he doing?
Here's my
What
time
is he
travel. You want to hear my
doing?
time travel plot?
What is James
Or
Cameron
you want to talk
doing?
about James Cameron some more?
What is?
You go to 1066. It's called A Gnome Named Normandy. He stops the Norman invasion.
Yes.
Totally alters the future.
But in what way?
And then the next film, you ready? A gnome named North Pole. Set during the future climate wars. We're at the North Pole. We're trying to save the North Pole. And then we can talk about the fact that there are elves. He doesn't want to be an elf because there are
That
elves.
works
Elves
for
come
me.
up in a gnome named North Pole.
It's there.
I'm just gonna do.
Does anybody want to do the gnome handshake?
What's the gnome handshake?
You two want to do a gnome handshake?
I don't want to spit.
Who wants to do it? Oh, he's just gonna make out with his own
what?
foot.
I bet.
We're almost out of biolube.
Ew, you. That's not even the right hand to shake me with.
You gotta shake lefty. Gnomes don't know which hand
No,
to
I'm
shake
holding my
with.
hand with my glass. I'm ready.
Set your drink
Just
down.
put your foot in his hand. There it is.
Make her toes curl.
Puppy man.
Hey, those. Oh, stop. Oh, God.
So what did you shake on exactly? What's your agreement now?
I have no
But
idea.
he'll shut the fuck up and let you finish a fucking sentence.
I
Wait,
like
what does he call
Gneskin, though.
titties again?
Popos.
Popos and rounders.
You gotta say, popos. All right, one at a time. I want to hear.
Popos and roundies.
I think that was the detective in the 50s in Space Cop.
Popos.
Not that we want you to talk.
Talk or I'm gonna eat it.
Listen, the gnome is not gonna get any with those dirty fingernails.
He lived underground.
That's true.
He
I
lived
I
underground.
always check a dude's fingernails.
Yeah, if there's dirt underneath your fingernails.
I'm good. I'm good.
Okay. So the Red Letter Media film Space Cop. So the Red Letter Media fans might find us right now. So we should be nice to Space Cop.
Okay.
Pretty nice.
Yeah.
So anyway, Space Cop. What did we think of Space Cop?
It tingled my dinglings.
In a good
But like, in the best way?
It's like balls.
It's like
It helps with the thumbs up.
kind of a nice salty package.
It's
Yeah.
like
At
balls.
the very end,
Get your ball sack out of my mouth.
it took 35 years to make, on and off.
That's not true.
I think that
That's not true in any way, shape, or form.
The story goes that it took 12 years to make, sort of, but really probably it was like 3 years or 2 years or something. It
Yeah.
was a very piecemeal, get a shot here,
It's
get
like
a
if
shot
we were to
there.
start talking about making a movie.
Yes.
We just talked about it for like
Well,
8 years.
Wait,
Our audience doesn't realize this, but every time we have the cameras set up like this, we film a scene.
have you all ever seen Peter Jackson's first film?
Yes.
It's Bad Taste. It
what it's called?
actually took like 8 years to film, and you can tell because all the actors' hairstyles change. But that's when filming was done on film.
When men were real men and you could smoke in a police station.
Yeah,
Can't smoke
So
anywhere in this movie.
our audience doesn't realize this yet.
But Peter Jackson's first film, Bad Taste, actually took like a shit ton of time to film because they were like, well, I can buy like 30 feet of film this
30
month.
feet. So our audience doesn't realize this yet, but whenever we have the camera set up and do an episode, we also just do a scene.
Yeah.
And over time, we're building up a whole film. So we're going to do that scene now. So this is scene 6. You guys know exactly where we left off.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay.
So we're doing the scene 6 of our film. Ready? In action.
Give them to me now.
I'm no drug dealer.
It took us 6 years to write this scene. Patton Oswalt was in the film. It was good. Thumbs up.
Yeah, he wasn't.
He
And when you get a celebrity cameo, you don't say cut. You just keep that camera rolling and you make that scene go as long as you can, right? Does somebody want to explain the plot of Space Cop?
A cop from the
It's a
future
no.
gets sent back in time
Oh no.
to solve
Get sent back in time?
to solve a crime.
I'm gonna see if I can do it. I've seen Space Cop like 5 times.
Why?
And
Baby, you're attached.
Mm-hmm.
You're mic'd.
I realized that when I stood up, and I felt a little tuggy tug.
It's not where I like to be tugged.
Are you grabbing my gnome or my Gnorm?
Yeah. Well, Jacob's.
Jacob,
in as much as
see if you can keep quiet while I do this. Ready? So, Space Cop, played by Rich Evans, is set in 2058, I think. There's a hostage situation on the moon. He shoots the hostage taker, even though the hostage taker is like, if I die, the bomb will destroy the moon mines. But he just is like, he is bluffing. He just shoots him, and then the moon mines explode. And he gets put on suspension. He ends up chasing some aliens through a time portal. They're trying to go to 1985, which we later learn is to stop the assassination of who's ultimately the big bad, who's a brain in a jar. But Space Cop shoots their spaceship, and so it goes to the wrong year, and it goes to 2007, and Space Cop is pulled along with them back in time to 2007. And then it says 8 years later, he shoots a man and the baby falls in boiling water.
Oh yeah, that was hilarious.
Which is
I
a fun
laughed a
scene.
lot.
That's not really boiling water.
And it's not a real baby?
It's not a real baby.
No, it's not.
Wow.
Well, we needed a pot to boil, which you'd think would be easy because, hey, it's a stove. But it's a fake stove. I'm standing back there with a tube in my mouth just blowing air. Like that.
Did you make that noise when you did?
I made that noise.
The original idea was our actor Zach was going to get shot in the head and you drop the baby into a boiling pot of water. But we discovered after the first couple takes that the baby was too light. So we cut open its fucking face and filled its head with rocks.
Wow, that's
Fun
a
facts.
lot.
Fun facts.
I think the practical effects seem like they were
Pretty good practical
Pretty
effect
good
there.
practical
I,
effects.
I like when the baby falls into the boiling water.
I loved it. You
Yeah,
heard
that
me
was fun.
laugh.
Future cop and past cop are now buddy cops.
Love
that's
that.
that's really the premise of the film, right? Is Rips Van Winkles,
Yeah. No, it'd be Rips Van Winkle.
a man with a van, but it's men with venom.
Oh, does make sense.
You get a van, Jez. We could be men with Ven.
Sorry, I don't mean to keep looking
He's
at your
not
type.
supposed
I'm
to
trying
be
to figure out what your tattoo is.
Oh, it's a gun.
Okay, cool.
Thinking about about yeah.
Oh, that's cute.
I was thinking about getting it covered up. Actually, I've had it for like over 10 years now.
What are you gonna cover it with? So once they realize the aliens want gold, we have a great scene.
Ooh, you're a stinky boy.
With Rich Evans pretending
He's
to be
a
a
stinky boy.
European rapper.
Oh yeah, that was hilarious.
That
He's
was
like covered in
so
gold.
great.
My album's name is I Never Lock My Hotel Room.
Yeah, I never lock my hotel room door.
I love
And he's
gold.
like, oh, yeah, I'm currently staying in room 503.
You're a stinky
I love
boy.
that.
At the Pfister.
I got gold coming out of my asshole, yo. I love gold.
Would you call
that-
this?
Somebody's getting very licky down there.
Would you call this
Good
a
Lord.
good bad movie?
I enjoyed it.
As far as yeah, it's pretty good.
It was- it had entertainment value.
Mr. Tickly Tickly.
So they've been somewhat accused of making an intentionally bad movie.
Getting into this location, though, is like breaking into a fortress. Many security protocols to bypass.
What the fuck? Ow, my face!
Yeah, it's intentionally
But
bad.
they very vehemently deny this, say they were not trying to make an intentionally bad movie. And they will, on their YouTube channel, say...
When you have a bad movie, the worst thing you can do is try to deliberately make it funny. The things that make bad movies funny is that they are unintentionally funny.
Right. Good bad movies, it's like incompetence, or the director is insane.
Okay.
The actors
So they were
are
very
delusional. Or something, right?
They were very competent. They made it very competently.
I hate myself.
What do they want me to tell them?
I loved that.
Like,
what would they like to
They are
hear?
watching us right now.
They knew what they were fucking doing. They knew what they,
They were doing it for like
doing.
12 years.
Silly. They
You
were
knew what you
getting
were
pretty.
doing.
They would say they have a sense of humor about being low budget.
And considering you're wearing a Halloween costume and it's the middle of summer.
Yeah.
Kind
I
of
would
leaning
definitely
into
agree.
like cheesy effects.
I really like the cheesy effects. I thought that.
Yeah. They knew
So-
what they were doing and they did it well, and it's like, I'm not faulting you in any way. Probably have rabies.
You know what? I'm gonna give the W to this space cop.
You like this one better?
Yeah.
You're
Yeah,
jumping
give it
right
a
ahead to
W.
the finale, the conclusion.
Whoa.
We're jumping ahead.
Oh, wow.
Which space cop was better?
Well,
You're
it's
going this
versus,
one.
Jeff,
It
so-
is versus, but that's
It's
kind
implied
of
that one wins.
It's kind of the money shot.
It's riding that line between frustrating bad and good bad. There's parts of it that are really funny.
This one had space and cops in it. The
Yeah.
other
This
one
one
had cops.
actually was in space.
I think I liked that. I knew what I was getting into with this one. With the other one, a gnome named Gnorm / Upworld / space cop. That
Upworld?
left a little bit to be questioned.
Some roundies.
Bubbles and roundies.
Lumen.
I'm gonna die and become a
Lumen.
Jedi. Also, Yoda died for this shit.
Oh, okay.
There are
I have
no
to
pupus.
do. I have to do this now.
Giant popos.
The very beginning, the moon hostage. There's 3, I think, people sitting there at the table that are also hostages.
Yes.
One of them is wearing an alien mask. This is Mike, who plays Past Cop. He's wearing a rubber alien mask that they made. They had this idea that when Space Cop shoots the hostage taker and his brains fly on the wall, that the alien would see that and throw up. So they rigged up this situation where he would be like projectile vomiting out of the mask. Didn't work right, and so instead of projectile vomiting, it like shot into the mask, and it basically waterboarded him in their fake vomit that they made.
No.
So he like almost died, and they were like, we don't even have like deleted scenes for this because it was like
Scary.
It was so scary. It was so
Yeah.
like, traumatizing.
Oh my god.
So imagine if that's how you died, making this stupid movie. See, this would be a good setting. YouTubers who don't know what they're doing, making a movie and things like masks.
You know what
doesn't
we
work.
should do?
I never choked on the sausage. I cooked it and ate it.
That you swing around.
Oh,
Schlong.
from Death Grip too.
I will say, I never choked on that sausage. I cooked it and I ate it, and it was very comfortable going down my throat.
Very comfortable
Very
going down your
comfortable
throat.
experience as it went down my
It's very
throat.
comfortable going down my throat. I was never in any. I just want to assure you, as a filmmaker, I was never.
You
in
didn't
any,
choke on my prop sausage.
I was never in any danger.
I did buy
And it
like a
was-
foot-long summer sausage today.
It was delicious.
You want to
and
chew
I
on
was
it
happy.
on camera?
And I went to
too.
work. I went to work.
With my sausage in your stomach?
Yeah, with your sausage in my stomach.
What happened?
Really nice.
And I was happy. And I was fed. And I was. It was great.
Hit somebody dong it, because this joke's been going on too long.
It wasn't a joke. It was serious.
It was
I was
real.
very
This is a
thankful.
real story about a real sausage. When they were driving around Milwaukee in the Space Cop car with crap plastic stuff glued to it, someone called the cops on them and said, in Arab, is driving around a car with bombs strapped to it, and the real cops came out to like
Jesus Christ.
see what they were doing.
That's not surprising.
So Milwaukee.
Milwaukee is very white.
Unlike Kansas City, we would never have that problem here in Kansas City. There was a lot of ADR in the film because there was so much barking dogs in the background. Something that I can relate to. Having to edit our audio.
He makes us do a drinking game through 2 movies. He's like, explain the plot.
You want me to do it?
No.
Right now, we need to buckle down for a very serious conversation about film history. Demolition Man.
This dog being sleepy-ish. Oh, I fucking live.
Demolition Man. And he's woken up into a future scenario that's very peaceful and wimpy.
Illegal. Alcohol, caffeine, contact sports, meat.
Are you shitting me? John Spartan, you are fined 1 credit for a violation of the verbal morality statute. What the hell is that?
But the only restaurant left in the world is Taco Bell.
Taco Bell won the franchise wars.
Wow. Right. I love
So
And then the 3 seashells.
He's so
this,
bad.
This film is kind of 2 of those. We got Future Cop, we've got Past Cop. Also, Austin Powers sort of does the same thing.
Yeah.
Stage 2. Warm liquid goo phase beginning.
I feel like they kind of wasted the time travel aspects of it.
Yeah.
It is like, oh, I can't smoke here, and they did that a couple times. I like when there's like a whole lens through which everything can be seen. For example, Idiocracy, where it's like you can put a million details in the background because it's this idiot future. So like Demolition Man is like that. It's this very wimpy future. Sex is illegal.
Yeah.
Because bodily fluids.
We're almost out of biolube.
So there's a lot of like little elements and layers you can see it
that
through.
build the world.
That build the world, right. And then this, it's like, well, you've got 2 ways of coming at it, and yet I don't really feel like it did anything with it. Because it was like, well, they're both going to normal present day.
I mean,
So
they
you didn't really do anything
They
with
had
that.
things about in the future hot dogs were really big.
Chinese people and horse penis. Porn parody title?
I know.
Space
Face Off.
Coprophilia.
The Love of Poop.
Space Coprophilia.
Here's an often used critique, right? There's no straight man. A lot of films sometimes, everyone's wacky, there's no straight man. And this film often has been criticized that way, that you've got a future cop and a past cop, there's no straight man to like react to that. Do we need a straight man?
Nah.
Can they both be wacky and it would work?
I don't know if I'd say.
I was the straight man. The viewer.
Audience. The viewer can be the straight man.
Yes.
That's kind of what I think. I think it's
felt-
kind of a nonsense critique. And It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. The first season, Dee is kind of a wet blanket because she's sort of the straight man.
Yeah.
I think it gets better when they get rid of that and give her
Just
her own
embrace it.
neuroses.
Yeah.
And everyone has neuroses. And then the straight man in any episode is like whatever person gets dragged along into their nonsense. So I feel like this, you need a straight man critique, overrated. So, hot take, straight men, overrated, get rid of them.
Yep.
We don't need straight men.
Wholeheartedly agree.
Yep.
Society doesn't
No
need
more straight men.
No more.
You heard it here first. Write in the comments. How threatened do you feel right now?
As a straight man, I don't think I'm necessary. What the fuck do I do? I fucking
really
do
nice.
nothing.
Yeah.
At least he's self-aware.
But human women of this time period can do everything a man can do. Now,
It's time for
I'm out of the
English
yard.
Professor Corner. Interpretation,
Versus.
meaning, theme.
Ah.
The past is about ignorance and optimism. Smoking is bad. He doesn't know about that. But he's excited about all technology. Oh, cameras, this is the internet, computers will do all these great things. Aliens, well, if we meet aliens, this will be great.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Space Cop from the future
Cynical.
has all the technology, has met aliens, and he doesn't give a shit.
He eats hot
The future
dogs.
is nihilistic.
I thought it was
That
interesting
is a-
that the way he killed the brain was he went
The
over and
future
fucking
is black
punched
and
it.
white.
That's right.
Yeah.
He didn't need futuristic stuff or big elaborate
Right.
plan. He just took his mitts and he went.
Past Cop is looking for a solution involving electricity and technology and how do we fix this. And Future Cop is like, I'm gonna punch this brain. All right, which Space Cop is the winner? We've already talked about this.
We
Space
did.
Cop 2016?
2016.
Space Cop
I'm
2016?
gonna go with this one.
Space Cop 2016?
I laughed more this time.
I think I'm going Gnome. Gnome named Norm.
Are you a fucking moron?
I thought it was weirder. He
definitely
stabs people in the taint. He chews on some ball sacks. Those are separate scenes.
I was
There's a
misled.
strip club scene. I've still never seen the whole thing.
I was
He's
misled by Space
proposed-
Cop.
Popos and the title Space Cop.
Popos and roundies.
Roundies.
Popos.
It was definitely a tough call.
Popos. Roundies. Popos.
That's a shoulder.
Roundies.
That's not a popo.
I'm not molesting your dog.
Giant popos.
I mean, the roundies is more molesty, but
Molesty.
molested.
Molesty.
Giant popos. Giant popos.
Talk or I'm gonna eat it. Probably found the seesaw. I need a Tums.
I got gold coming out of my asshole, yo. I love gold.
Oh no.
Make her toes curl.
Are you grabbing my gnome or my Gnorm?
The dogs! Get the dogs! Get the dogs! The abandoned zoo.
Was it the butthole or was it the ball sack?
Harry everything dot watch.
You know, I got this huge schlong.
Little gnome deck.
Little gnome.
Hey, slug lips.
It is pretty chunky.
You know, I mean.
He's an LA cop. He's a gnome. Right. A gnome. He's hot on the trail of $1 million.
Nice roundy.
He's after the
Giant popos.
Right. Two guys with nothing in common.
Giant popos.
Well, almost nothing. They've got to work together and get it together before everything blows apart. Upworld. The normal, it's not.